And hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Over 30, the podcast where we talk about movies, games, and everything pop culture. As always, I'm Jonathan. Here with me are David and T-Bud. What's going on, guys?
What's up, people?
And today we have some very cool guests. We have Jared and Eric from Retro Gaming Pandemic. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's going on? Everybody watching right now.
Thanks for having us.
No, man, we're super excited.
I just want to make a quick note. Worm named himself Jonathan at the intro over here. He's lost himself.
Yeah.
So
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh yeah. So I usually say my nickname Worm. So I messed up on that. But
you went with your government name.
But for those who don't know, these guys have been following our channel for a while now, which has been dope. And they just put out their first YouTube video for their own gaming channel, which is out right now. When this comes out, their second video will be out, so you guys will be able to check that out too the same day. Yeah. For those who don't know you guys, tell us a little about yourselves.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I guess. I'm Eric. You don't know, we're twin brothers, actually. So not identical, thankfully, just fraternal.
Where's your hair?
I'm 24 minutes older, though. So.
Bragging rights right there.
Right.
So yeah, he is the older brother, I guess, in this situation. So, but yeah, we've been playing video games really our
entire lives.
So
yeah, it's been a big kind of like bonding experience, through our like childhood and even to our like teenage and adult years. It's just our passion for toys and video games. And so when we decided to start this channel, and if I'm jumping too ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Please forgive me. But
rattle along.
Yeah, absolutely. So during the pandemic, everyone kind of had more downtime and free time. So Eric and I kind of went back and started revisiting our childhood and pulling out some of the old video games. He had our childhood GameCube and some games, and
I don't have it anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Stole it from it.
I stole it from him actually for my collection. Damn. But yeah, so we started watching YouTube videos of other channels doing like video game hunting and pickup videos, like Pixel Game Squad, for example. And we love the content so much, and we were just talking like, hey, we could do this. We have some film equipment, and I have a engineering background, so I know about editing audio and a little bit video editing too. So we decided to start creating content, and I thought of the name Retro Gaming Pandemic, mostly for like marketing reasons, because everybody's searching the word pandemic.
That's
so
true.
When I first saw the name, I was like, oh dang, that is clever.
That's nice, right?
Yeah, and I was the one that typed up our post earlier today about your episode coming soon, and I put in parentheses, that's a dope name, because I was I'm like, man, that kind of clicks.
Yeah. I thought for like the SEO purpose, the search engine optimization, at least people would be searching pandemic for a while, and maybe it would come up in some search results. So
we almost went with retro twins or retro gaming twins, but I don't know if
I thought that's a little cheesy.
Yeah,
that's what we're thinking.
I actually like the ring that Retro Gaming Pandemic has. It just sounds like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how our stories are similar. The same thing happened during the pandemic. I started watching a lot more videos. Pixel Game Squad. I'll shout it out as well.
Yep.
So I was watching all that same thing, and I was like, man, I would love to do videos with my friends and stuff like that. And same thing, like. The bad thing is I had no video editing background and no editing background. So we kind of just threw ourselves in the deep end, and we came up with the name NerdyOver30 one day when me and David were driving home from work. And same thing. We just started going at it, and we're like, all right, we're just going to learn as we go along. But yeah, it's crazy how the pandemic really started to drive a lot of people to do their passion.
Rearrange people's hobbies for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do but your hobbies at that point, because everything's closed. So
it kept us all pretty sane too. I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, when the government tells us we can't do anything fun anymore, and we have to, stay in our houses, at least you create the fun in your own home and environment.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because me and David, we always buy all the new video games that come out, but then we leave them sealed up because we're both working all the time. Family. So during the pandemic was one of the first times in a long time I got to sit and play through like 3-4 video games, and it was nice. I haven't been able to do that in so long.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
100%.
So what are you gonna do about are you gonna like stick with that name after the pandemic, or are you gonna find the next keyword that's gonna pop up on the
retro gaming vaccine? Or...
Yeah. That's a great question, but I feel like this name still resonates because retro gaming is taking over in such a big way globally. It's a really big topic right now. I mean,
prices are
skyrocketing.
Yeah.
The Super Mario sealed or whatever going for $1 million.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, when I gave him the GameCube, I didn't know any of the prices at the time for GameCube, and I had a stack. I mean, it was like that big of GameCube games, and it was the bangers, man. It wasn't like bad games or anything. I mean, it was the good stuff. Like Mario Kart Double Dash, and one time we were out hunting, and I see Double Dash going for $80, and I'm like, dude, wow. I gave that to you for free.
Like, give it back.
Give it back to me.
And he said, he looked at me, he's like, oh, I know you did. I knew the price. So
yeah, I let him come over and play the game. So okay.
He was like, no takebacks.
Yeah.
Take back these.
You can have the GameCube every other Wednesday and every other weekend.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I love about the name Pandemic, I didn't even think of COVID when you said it. Same thing. Yeah, I've thought of how crazy retro gaming is lately, and just the realm of it, even on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah,
it's
great name.
Insane. There's even now like retro gaming bars opening up in our town. And
oh really? That's great.
Yeah, barcades are huge.
Barcades. Yeah.
I mean, you guys live in
New York,
right?
Yeah. The one down the street from us, they have N64, Super Nintendo.
You guys have a barcade across the street from you?
It's like a block.
It's a few blocks away.
Yeah.
I live in
you can walk to it.
Oh yeah, we can walk to it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because in Manhattan, we actually have like a bar. It's actually called Barcade. It's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
The one, we're in Columbus, Ohio. If anyone watching didn't know that, there's one called 16-bit.
Yeah, that's
near us. Yeah, that's the big one. They started in Columbus, and they've already branched out to other places in Ohio and outside. So that just goes to show that the retro gaming, is truly spreading.
Yeah. The only issue is, you get a bunch of drunk people who don't appreciate the arcade cabinets, just like smashing the joysticks, and all these cabinets are breaking. And it's really hard to maintain the.
Yeah, they broke Turtles in Time. We were pretty bummed about
that. One of my favorites.
Heartbroken.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
Oh.
Go ahead, David. See, this always happens. We always question jump each other. Go ahead, David.
Maybe it works. But talk to us about your channel. What are you guys about?
Retro gaming.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, what do you do? What do you plan to do? I know you guys only have one episode out. You're young, but you guys have obviously been in retro gaming for, long ass time. But so talk to us about your plans and what you plan to cover on your
so what's the goal? What would you guys like to do later on?
What do you plan to achieve?
So I think to Worm's point, is Worm okay? Are we going with Jonathan for the
No, we're going with Worm.
Worm's
totally okay.
He's had a weird moment.
I didn't know he had a real name up until like 5 years ago. So.
Worm is good then. So to Worm's point, when we started this channel, we wanted to make videos with our friends, and I'm lucky enough to be able to do this with my twin brother, but there's other people in our squad as well that we plan to bring on. And so that's kind of our next step, is expanding from just the two of us standing in front of a camera showing how much money we spent and how broke we are now, to bringing on our friends and doing something bigger. You know, Pixel Game Squad is a huge influence to us. We like that they have fun doing these episodes with their friends. It's for them, it's never been about making money or getting views or anything. It's about just having a good time with your friends, doing something you love, following your passions, and, you know, documenting that whole experience. And hopefully, you know, you can give people an escape from reality. I know for me, the NES Pursuit last year was huge in my life. I got married last year, so I was one of the unlucky. Thank you. I was one of the unlucky people who their wedding date fell during a pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone had to wear masks.
Yeah, and you know, if anyone's planning a wedding or doesn't know anything about that, you sign a contract and you're pretty much stuck in it by a certain point. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your money. And that was kind of where we were at when COVID hit. And so we had been planning that wedding for 2 years, and my wife and I were just incredibly stressed out from it. And we would watch NES Pursuit episodes to escape from everything. And that was probably one of the few times during the start of the pandemic where we were laughing and actually experiencing joy. So we're hoping that maybe our channel can give people that escape as well by, you know, bringing on our friends and just being goofy. So.
And like, you know, so similar to your guys' crew, like we have a lot of friends that are experts in different areas too. So, you know, we have our buddy Chad, who's my neighbor, is a huge Star Wars collector and Black Series collector. I'm more like the retro video game guy. Eric collects amiibos. Our friend Matt is a big Pokemon guy. So like we bring a bunch of like expertise in different areas that we can kind of showcase. Plus, it's just fun making videos with your friends. And I mean, like I've been doing all the editing, and I got to learn a new skill set that now I can apply to other areas too. And I've really been enjoying kind of learning Premiere and learning different effects and just going with it.
And kudos to your first episode. The editing was really me and Worm, me and Worm were watching, and we were just like, it seems like these guys have been doing it for like a couple of months now.
It was really well made.
You guys definitely put some time and passion and heart into that first episode, so it was definitely really cool to see.
Yeah, and we got to give a shout out to my wife. She's been doing all the graphics for us. She's a graphic designer. So everyone has their thing. He's the editor. I do all the filming. And then she helps us out with all the graphic design work and everything. So we kind of got this little trio going on that it's clicking, and we'll see where it goes.
It definitely takes a team to run a channel. We're already experiencing that.
So oddly enough, we have a fourth. It's actually my uncle. He does all our editing.
Nice.
So we can give a shout out to Uncle John.
Yeah, shout out to uncles.
That's a lot of work.
But he's definitely the fourth in our group. So yeah, it definitely takes a team. It's also just crazy how similar our stories are. Like it's like wow.
Well, we do have the same hats. So
it all starts up here.
Yeah,
because the same thing. We want to start, you know, expanding, doing more vlogs. We're planning to do what are we planning to do? New York Comic Con.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And the vlog, that whole experience, and start going out and doing stuff.
Well, maybe start to have a good work schedule.
Well, yeah, that's the bad thing. Me and David's work schedule is very all over the place. So it's hard to plan.
We get that. So, well, if we're, you know, I know Jared and I want to go to New York sometime. I want to go to the Nintendo NYC store so bad. So if we're ever in the area, we would love to do something. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, hands down, filming would be great, but also we're definitely hanging out when you guys come for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
And then we'll take you to all the good spots. There's a bunch of hidden video game spots all over the place too. So
I bet
we would love that.
Awesome.
Yeah. We definitely know all the hidden game stores in the city.
Yeah. Oh, so man. What was me and Worm keep doing this today. This is gonna be the thing. We just cut each other off.
We do this all the time.
I'm trying to silence myself.
Go ahead, David. Go ahead. I'm just gonna drink this.
So what's the? I think I asked Gabo this. What was the first game that got you into gaming? Like that really was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. I want to play games.
I was like, I got this one. Super Mario 64. So
that goes for me too.
Yeah, that was that and Super Mario Land, I believe, were the first 2 video games that we ever got to play. Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, but Super Mario 64 was like the game that set the addiction off. I used to, when you're a twin brother, you know, it's not like our parents bought us 2 N64s, right? We were.
I wish.
Yeah,
and if we kept it sealed, that would be even better.
You know, we weren't like you know, LeBron James's kids or anything like that. I mean, our parents didn't have much money, so we got one N64. You guys figure out who's going to be playing it, and so
flip a coin.
Well,
just fight.
Yeah, I was
fight
like,
each other.
it was
Rock paper
like,
scissors. 2 out of 3.
Fight Club style.
Yeah, pretty much real life Street Fighter, and just whoever won, you know, took the sticks. But my strategy was wake up early, wake up before the house is up. So I used to get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, head down to the basement, fire up Mario 64, and just go. And I think it got to the point where, you know, our dad used to play 64 with us a lot too. Jared and my dad kind of started deferring Mario 64 to me because I just got so good at the game and was able to beat every challenge and get every star. To them, they were like, we just enjoy watching you play. Yeah. And so that game really, I mean, I think when we were kids, I think I 100% completed the game. I was just addicted to it. I just could not put it down. So
yeah, I would agree with Eric. Mario 64 all the way, and to kind of piggyback with what he's saying, he would always wake up. He would always wake up super early, and I'm obviously bigger than him. So you know, by the time
you ate me,
yeah, I took up most of the womb when we were born. But I actually did. He has a crooked toe, by the way.
100% true story.
Real. Yeah,
show the toe. Show the toe.
I honestly, and
he's doing
kidding.
it. He's doing it.
I don't want to scare your viewers away from it, but no, seriously, he took up so much space in the womb. It gave me a crooked toe, and the doctors were like, you know, we can fix it, but you'll be on crutches for like 3 months. And my parents just never wanted to pursue that. Yeah, they said you're stuck. So
I would use my size to my advantage, though.
You got bullied from the womb.
Yeah, seriously.
What happened on the face? Where's your hair? Where's your hair on the face?
Oh yeah. I got all the hair too.
I actually just shaved.
And
I don't know if you've ever had like a beard and then shaved and you regret it immediately.
Oh yeah.
That was me.
I know that all
I was mid-shave, and it's like you can't go back.
No,
but you regret everything you just did. And I walk out of the bathroom, and my wife's like, "What did you just do?" And I'm like, "I know."
So the cold shoulder.
So the couple times that I have shaved my beard and I walk in the room, my fiance looks at me like,
"Yeah,
you like that for a couple weeks now."
Well, my problem is with the pandemic, there's not a lot of people, at least in our area, wanting to do beard trims. Yeah. And I can't trim my beard at all. I'm terrible at it. So I need someone else to do it. So I'm struggling right now with that. And we did, last weekend, our buddy Retro Wolf 88 came into town and did an interview with us. And my beard was kind of looking a little, little messed up. And so I shaved for the interview, and
I just let it grow.
Yeah, I should have just
not even gonna mess with it. I'll just let it grow.
Well, the good thing is me and David are lucky because both our barbers are friends of ours.
Oh,
that's good.
We still do our beard trims, which is
mine is literally my cousin. So,
well, so actually, Jared, we go to different barbers, but David, this might answer your question from before too. There's a game and toy show at the end of this month here in Columbus. We're going to go to and film an episode, try to do a little more hunting videos. And my barber's going to join us. So
there we go. We got a barber in the squad now.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Is he going to be like watching like, oh, I see a hair grow. Let's save that up real quick.
Dave, before we move forward, can you move that hand that's behind you? That shit is freaking me out. The hand right there.
Oh, I honestly got freaked out just now because I was like,
bro,
what hand?
Apparently,
get that shit out of there. Get that shit out of there.
Everyone do a hand check real quick.
We're good.
Thank you.
But my printer did go off by itself like a couple
Seriously,
seconds
how that
ago.
was really creeping me out. I didn't even notice it till you said something.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yo, it was like this hand was like, yo, who's doing that?
There's just a random hand? Is it?
I think
It's one of the statues. I mean, I'll show you guys in a.
I'm about to nerd out from this.
Part of a statue because I'm putting.
Oh, Broly!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that Broly statue is gigantic, by the way.
Yeah. So that's just the torso.
That's awesome.
The hand is off, but
And that shit poked me in my ass before. I remember that.
I got my wife and I go to anime conventions a lot, and I got to meet the original voice actor for him. He also does Edward Elric and
Wait, for who?
Alchemist.
For Broly?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
he's also the voice actor for Ed Elric and Full Metal Alchemist too.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, that was pretty sweet getting him to see do those voices you only see on your computer or whatever in person. So
Yeah, man. I saw him at Comic-Con. I didn't get to talk to him specifically. I spoke to the voice actor of Goku. I keep forgetting his name. He
that's
was
on
pretty
the
cool.
bucket list for me.
Yeah. He signed one of my figures. It was pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah, they always come to New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Always come to New York Comic Con.
Yeah, and they also actually
Something
just
to
started
do,
doing like that. Well, they do the Anime Con now.
Watching my cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they do one
Awesome.
across the street from like Comic Con. Well, not across the street, but a couple blocks.
Yeah. They do a really big anime convention in the Jacob Javits Center now.
Okay.
But we're just waiting for you guys to come through, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I would love to.
If I'm looking over, my cat's like being really sketchy.
I
Right now.
thought your house was haunted.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
There are sometimes you see David do it, and that's because of the kids. So he's looking over, seeing what the kids are doing.
Come here, Oscar.
Oscar.
What was that? What was the episode you threw a bottle at your kid?
Yeah, there was an episode where because my daughter was talking talking on her phone in the kitchen, and I just launched a water bottle at her, like not at her but near her.
And then,
Funny as shit.
I need a water bottle to throw at this cat. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking,
Like,
joking,
you
guys.
did- I remember you
Joking.
did it so nonchalantly. You were like,
well, the thing is, we thought that nobody noticed, but of course, the first comment we got was, "Who are you throwing a water bottle at?" But back to N64.
Yes.
Yeah, I know,
Sorry,
right?
I got a tangent.
Yeah, dude, that always happens. Yeah, it's crazy. Obviously, we're all around the same age. Everybody knows with the name of the show, we're all over 30.
Yeah.
So I think 64 was that magical system for everybody our age. Like Super Mario 64 was like nothing you ever saw at that point. You were like, what is this craziness? So yeah, I think we all have that special attachment to N64.
Agreed.
honestly, like since the N64, there hasn't been a better wrestling game. They're like No Mercy.
Oh,
Yeah, No Mercy's
100% agree with that.
No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000.
Right,
Yo,
what are
those
the-
were like the best freaking games, man.
What'd you say?
Oh, you can't see it, but behind us, he's got a pile of wrestling
yeah.
buddies.
Light it up.
Yeah.
See.
Oh man, that
Really?
freaking back right there.
$8 man. Watch out there. Oh crap.
$1 Million Man.
I'm not aware.
David,
of cable
that's Ted
sports.
DiBiase. I was about to get his coffee.
Dude,
Remember?
these things
$1
are.
Million Man.
We were talking about prices earlier. These things are going for like.
I'm hitting my
Oh,
cat
money.
with one. So wait, it's all
Hold on.
friendly though. There.
Well, it's crazy because I had a couple of those and got rid of them when I was younger. And I just don't have them.
I think $100 each at
Oh,
least.
Wow.
they're going for more than that, Eric.
That's
And
crazy.
the thing is, like, we used to play with wrestling buddies as a kid at our friend's house all the time, and he would have.
I was gonna say, did you guys
I've
practice
been
wrestling
power
with each
bombed
other?
into the sofa so many times, man. That's probably why my back hurts
I
all the
remember
time.
hitting our friend in the face with one at a sleepover, and his nose just started gushing blood.
Oh man.
And he like went in a blackout rage, and he had to go home because he was about to go crazy.
I've seen. I kid you not, and man, these all happen in like our friends' basements and everything.
Yeah,
Like the basement of your parents' house was just a magical time in the '90s. But I've seen this guy like get thrown through a wall, like
I did get thrown into a wall.
and then everyone was cool, but then we had to have that conversation and tell his parents, "Hey, your drywall is completely messed up in your basement."
What we did is we put an M&M poster over the giant hole in the wall, and then his dad eventually came down and was like, "Why is there a poster there?" and he like just took the poster down.
I
and
totally
just was
forgot
driving
about
home,
that.
so,
Yeah.
No, so the same thing. We've all known each other since we were little kids.
Yeah.
And me and David and a couple of our other friends always wrestled. But to the point, there was always like two of us that got really angry at each other, and it turned into a real fight all the time.
Oh yeah.
There's always that one real hit.
I remember my tombstone my cousin one time. Yo, it was hilarious.
What was the wrestling game? WCW versus NWO?
Yeah, that was for 64 too. Yeah, that was for 64.
Yeah.
That was for N64, right?
Yep.
It was before. What was the first one for PS1? Nitro,
Man.
or WCW versus NWO? I think. Yeah. It was something like that. It was for N64.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Those were
Good times.
So were you guys ever into competitive gaming?
Not really for me.
yeah,
At
I mean,
least.
we used to do like large LAN parties with friends. Halo. I mean, they got competitive for sure, but
I was about to say Halo.
Yeah, Halo gets pretty heated.
oh, there was one time we did. It was like 100 kill match on the smallest Halo level we could find with just energy swords. And I actually ended up winning that match. I don't know if you remember this, man.
Not really.
We were at a friend's house. There was probably like 20 people there. Like we took over his entire parents' house. I mean, there was kids and CRTVs everywhere.
Oh man, I remember that.
And
with the link cable, right? You had the link on
yeah,
that
we
spot.
all linked up and everything. And yeah, we set like energy swords, 100 kills. The match took forever on that, but I remember when I was at 99, I was shaking and everything, and I was holding the Duke, and just like I'm like, man, I just need one more kill, and then I got it, and I just threw the controller down and started screaming, and just of course you have to get in all your friends' faces and talk all kinds of shit. Oh, they got me back. I fell asleep, and they took Sharpie and wrote poop. The word poop on my cheek.
I remember that because I probably was the one that did that.
And then
guilty.
I woke up and I think you said, "Hey, dude, you got poop on your face," and I was like, "Oh man!" And I went to the bathroom and it was just the word in Sharpie, and I was so relieved it wasn't the other thing. So
yeah,
I think you would have smelled it though.
I was dumb back then. I didn't like pay attention. So, but nothing like super competitive outside of just friends. I think to me at least, my fear of like going competitive was that would ruin the fun behind it.
Yeah.
But didn't you do Smash Bros?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm retired, but but I used to go hard for Smash. Like I used to do MLG and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but
he was ranked pretty high for a while.
Yeah, but it's I mean, you get really frustrated.
Who's the go-to character for you?
Depends on which Smash Bros we're talking about.
Great point. Touche.
Yeah.
But just to keep it simple, go Ultimate, because I just, since that's the biggest,
So Ultimate.
Kirby.
Who? No, I guess my go-to is Sonic.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's between Sonic and what's his name? Damn, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh,
but
by
yeah,
the way,
let's just
David
say Sonic.
is horrible with names, so you're gonna get used to that.
But I hate playing David in Smash. It's not fun.
I'm terrible.
It's awful. Yeah, when you play somebody that's like really good, it's not even fun.
Yeah,
especially Smash Brothers. Like,
it's like the game of choice at anime conventions. There's always a Smash tournament at every anime con I've been to.
Yeah,
always a Smash tournament.
It's fun. I mean, granted, if you're not good, it's not going to be fun. But that's any fighting game,
right? Yeah. Any fighting game.
But Smash, at least with Ultimate with Ultimate, it's easier to pick up. It's not as technical as, let's say, the GameCube one, Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah,
that one is if you're not technical, you're not gonna be good in it. That's it. So they made it more user friendly. And I think they still have the setup in Nintendo World where you could just go in and play and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I don't know how it is now with the pandemic, but yeah.
But David, it's also crazy because all the stories they're saying like brings back like you guys have all the same stories as us. Like I remember one time, I showed up at my friend's Travis. We showed up at it was at Travis's house. Shout out to Travis. And I showed up there. The door was unlocked. I walked in. I'm like, where's everybody? I go in. They got 2 TVs in the bedroom.
We had one in the bathroom.
Room, and then Travis was in the bathroom by himself with a TV.
Yeah.
And they had Halo playing on. I'm like, what is going on? And
Travis was always
next level. And then
he had to use the restroom. He could still be gaming. So
he's gaming on the toilet.
Yeah,
no time for restroom, man. No bathroom breaks back then. Do or die.
The South Park episode where they're playing World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
They get to the point where it's like, you know, the mom's carrying the toilet down and stuff.
But then also the same thing. We all slept over that night, and I think we wrote all over Travis's face.
Yeah.
So we drew different forms of penises, like a penis with a superhero cape.
I'll be honest, I was gonna say that. I wasn't sure. Are we allowed to say penis on this?
Oh yeah.
Penis is an all right word. I mean,
you're right.
You go to school, they're saying penis.
But who didn't draw a penis on your friend's forehead when they fell asleep? I mean,
that's you can definitely curse and do all that here if you need to.
If you need to. Let's keep it cordial. So aside from gaming, what are you guys into?
I'll take this one.
Yeah, go first.
So you know, part of the reason why I know a little bit about video editing and whatnot is because I used to be a hip hop. I still am a hip hop producer, but for the last 10 plus years, that's really kind of been my craft and like artistic expression is making beats and doing some rapping and recording and being more of an audio engineer. So when I transitioned into doing this video editing, it just all kind of flowed to me because the video editing software is similar to the audio recording software as far as chopping up samples and slices and kind of making sure things are on time with and then video editing, the beats of either the music you put in or the actual vocals. When Eric would say a certain word and you want to have a transition of a B-roll or cutscene, it just kind of flows the same way as producing. So I still love hip-hop music and it's still really important to me.
Yeah, just to clarify that on that note, because in 2021, everyone says they're a hip hop artist. You can go on like
producer, yes.
You can go on Instagram and all the bot spam comments are either hey, I'm a hip hop artist. Please check out my channel. That sort of. You see all that stuff. He seriously was he was actually the top hip hop artist in Columbus. He was named.
It was like 2010.
Yeah, he was.
What was your name, Lil Pookie?
No. So when that happened, I was in a group called All Eyes Path, and my stage name was Path. PATH. Was producing all the hits, and then eventually, I changed my moniker. I used to have really long hair, and this is gonna be kind of ridiculous, but I used to kind of be friends with all these British girls that like worked for Abercrombie as designers, and they would always say I looked like Russell Brand. So I thought it was funny to like kind of do a play on that name and call myself Hustle Brand. So that was kind of my other moniker. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
You're definitely smoking the Jeffrey back then.
That does definitely explain all the streetwear you wear, Jared.
Yes. I'm definitely, before collecting video games, my focus was very heavy into kind of like hype beast fashion and streetwear brands. And honestly, you spend more money on Supreme than you spend on retro games.
Sure.
And, even getting a cartridge that's $80, a Super Nintendo game. I mean, that's the hat, essentially. So.
Did you purchase the Supreme brick though?
No, I did not get the brick. No, I could not pull the trigger on that.
Get out of here. No, we're done.
Unacceptable. You're not a Supreme fan.
Yeah, no, I can't do the brick.
Let's talk about sports. I see that Jordan jersey.
Yes, childhood Jordan jersey too.
It's actually mine. When he came over to get the GameCube, he saw it and was like, "Yo, I got this Jordan tattoo, man. That's by birthright." And I'm like, I'm like, dude, it doesn't even fit you. Like, you're too fat for it.
Yeah, I would never be able to fit in that again.
You got to be like extra small to small size to fit into that. Because that was my childhood Jordan jersey. But he's got a Jordan collection going on, and so I tossed it his way out of the kindness of my heart. So.
No, we're both big basketball fans. I
wow!
mean, that's our sport of choice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, for you, T-Bud is our sports guy and our like WWE guy for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I like basketball and soccer. Those are probably two.
Oh my God, that's his lane right there. 100% his lane.
Yeah.
We could just block out the top and let right angles. So you're in Columbus, Ohio. Who do you go for? You're not Cleveland Cavaliers anymore, right?
Me personally,
Kaka.
Yeah, being a Cavs fan, you kind of become more of a players fan.
Yeah.
And so instead of rooting for teams, you start rooting for players. So, to me, growing up as a kid, my favorite players were Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett was my favorite, probably Steve Nash. Those are my three favorite players of all time.
And for me, I've been a diehard Lakers fan since I was 10 years old.
Since yesterday.
No.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're a Lakers fan now.
Yeah, well, no, I've seriously, like, ever since I was a kid, we were such the biggest Kobe and Shaq fans growing up, and watching those championships, happen in that three-peat, it was really like life-changing and inspiring.
Yeah.
I remember the series with the Sixers, and the Sixers winning that game 1, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we might lose this, and then we just destroyed. And
there was nothing like Allen Iverson basketball, man. That was good times.
Man, he was just so fun to watch, and he changed basketball in my opinion. I mean, you look at it now, he looked like everyone else, but back then the tattoos, his style, his swag, no one was really doing that.
He was very aggressive and tough for his size, and as a point guard and even a shooting guard, that worked in his advantage because he was not afraid to drive to the paint and like go against any center and draw that foul. And he beat his body up.
And I'm proud to say this, at our middle school, I started this trend. I got the Allen Iverson slip-on shoes. They were like these Reebok leather slip-on shoes, man. They were so sweet. And I was the first person to roll up in them, and then everyone was getting them. So I was super.
You inspired a generation, Eric.
Yeah.
You like shouting out, "I was the first."
Yeah, I was the first.
I did it first.
YouTube.
Holders.
Oh man, good times.
So
I can't wait to watch the video to see Jonathan and Dave's face while we talk about sports.
Yeah. So this is the first time where we're really quiet. So. With streetwear, now that you brought up the shoes, were you also into collecting sneakers as well?
For me, more so than him, but to be honest, I'm so rough on shoes. Like I cannot keep sneakers clean at all. So my kind of collecting was more like hoodies and sweatshirts and whatnot.
Look at you're wearing the designer flip flops right now.
Yeah, I'm wearing Givenchy's, but that's just my like household shoes. I'm not gonna mess.
That's
them
his
up.
household shoes. Designer.
Nothing. It's just
something light.
My Paris brand.
I wear like Mario socks around the house that I got at Target.
But I was really into collecting like Bape and some of like some of those old 90s like throwback brands.
Only if you lived in New York, because for me, out of our group, I was that guy. And then we have, I worked at Kid Robot as the manager for years. If you know what Kid Robot is,
We love Kid Robot. I get tons of Kid Robot.
Yeah. Oh man, if I dig up some stuff, I'll send it to you because I had so much stuff.
Anything Simpsons. I'm obsessed with the Simpsons.
Oh, bro, I have the whole Simpsons collection stored, even all the chases. So.
And I would love to get the MF Doom piece too, just because I love Doom.
MF Doom piece? I don't even have the MF.
Okay.
Oh man,
I
was a manager there for like 4 years in the New York store. But yeah, so with that, Kid Robot. So like I had all of that. Then like right across the street was a Bape and BBC.
Yeah.
And I had Supreme. So man, you would have loved it over here.
Yeah. Maybe my bank account would have loved it though. So maybe it's a good thing I owe.
No. Yeah, my bank account definitely didn't like it. Especially working at Kid Robot, half my check would always went right back to work.
Hopefully they give a good manager discount at least.
We did. I mean, I guess now that all the stores are closed, I can say it. We did get 65% off. So it was
65. Wow,
crazy. They did that purposely because they didn't want nobody to steal. So they figured we'll just give them a big enough discount, then you never have to worry about that, and it worked. So
yeah, actually, I think the first time you and I went collecting together, there's a local toy store here, and I bought a blind box of Futurama, and I remember, I think you filmed it on your stories or something for Instagram. I remember saying, Jared, I just want Bender right now. And I opened it up and boom, there was Bender with the the Egyptian mask, and he had the little cigar.
You are very lucky because working at Kid Robot, I've seen so many sad faces of blind boxes all day. Man. I even have all the Simpsons zombies, dude. If I find that stuff, you can have it.
Oh my gosh! I literally have a shrine of Simpsons stuff. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh man, yeah, there was some good stuff. They did like the Buddha Homer.
Oh yeah, I actually have the Buddha Homer. I got the Buddha Homer. Yep.
I got
the gold Buddha Homer.
There's a gold one.
I do not have the gold.
There was a special edition gold one.
Yeah, we went to you went to the Quickie Mart first in Myrtle Beach, and then you told me, yo, dude, Myrtle Beach is fire, and so we went. Hated Myrtle Beach, loved the Quickie Mart though, and we got that.
You got the Flaming Moe's for me, right?
Yeah, I got them because I'm a nice brother. I always hook it up with gifts. I got him the Flaming Moe's like Kid Robots. It's huge. Oh yeah, when I showed him it, he was like, "Dude, that's thank you." So man, I'll take that GameCube back, but
yeah. So it seems like he took all your cool kid stuff and said, "I'm just gonna put it in my game room." Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, in my defense though, like I did buy him an N64 and Super Mario 64. Because I felt bad.
Truthfully, I wanted the N64 over the GameCube anyway, because that to me was just more my kind of. I mean, we played GameCube growing up too, but I'm more of a fan of the 64. But our buddy Retro Wolf 88, who did an interview with us, he's got a complete GameCube collection. And he actually filmed a game room tour with Jared, so you'll get to see his Simpsons stuff.
I saw that. I definitely can't wait to see your full game room. It looks crazy already. Just looking.
It's a small space, but I did a lot with it, and it's pretty organized. So it's a fun. It's my
that's my favorite. Like I love it when game rooms are like super organized. Like that just gets me so excited.
It took some time.
I was like at the beginning, his game room wasn't. I used to complain that there was stuff everywhere. Some people a lot of people collect certain things. Jared's collecting is everything. So it's
very
he sees it impulsive collecting. So at Southeast Game Exchange, he went in there saying, I just want 2 pickups. I'm just getting 2 things. These are my list. So he got, I think, the 2 things, or at least one of them.
I got both. Yeah, I got both games.
And then he left with 18 other things. So
yeah, it was an expensive weekend.
So it turned into 2 YouTube videos of pickups.
Seriously. Yep.
Mistakes were done.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, there you go. We get 2 content.
So now that you guys brought it up, let's talk about some of you guys' pickups, because you guys had some cool stuff we were looking at. I remember the first thing Eric showed was this Sonic Mania, right?
Yeah, so Sonic Mania on the Switch. You can find this anywhere in stores. I think Best Buy has it for $20, but it's the basic version. And when I was doing some research into the game, I saw there was this Plus edition that has 2 extra characters, and I'm like, of course I got to get the extra content and everything. Like when I got Persona 5, I had to get the Royal Edition. I want that. I want the bonus stuff. So,
I have the Royal Edition.
It's that favorite video game of all time right there. But
okay,
that's a different conversation.
So now I am just in love with you, because that is my favorite video game. All time.
Yeah.
He knows, David. Like he just he actually ordered me the vinyl for Persona 5 Royal. So
cool. Persona games have some of the best soundtracks.
I agree with that. Yeah, the soundtrack is always fire.
I used to put on Persona 5 and just to fall asleep to it, just like let my guy sit there or whatever and listen to the music. So
sadly, I have the game, but I have yet to play it.
I know this guy.
Give yourself a good 100 hours plus though.
talking about Royal, you know, I had Persona 5. I played through that a long time ago. But when Royal came out, I got it in the mail like first month of the pandemic. So I was like, this is perfect.
This is perfect.
So I was able to put my 100+ hours in, sit at home. It was great. It was amazing.
That's awesome. So yeah, I like getting all the bonus content stuff. So I told Jared going into it, I need Sonic Mania Plus. I tried finding it online first, but the only ones you could find were overseas and not the North American versions. And they were expensive, man, like very expensive. So when we get there, one of the first games I see, some guy had it for a fair price.
I mean, you're at a video game convention, like you're kind of expected to at least find more hot items.
Yeah, the second I saw it though, I was like, don't even care, give me this. Like here's my wallet, do whatever you want with it. So
yeah, and then there's also something about having it right in front of you. Like there's so many times where me and David and Sully have all been at conventions and you see it in front of you, like, whatever, we're gonna get it now.
Dude, Comic-Con is gonna destroy us. Destroys us every freaking year.
It's gonna be lit.
Especially too when you're there with your squad and they're hyping you up in the background.
They're like, get it. Do it yourself.
Spend 500 on the art. Spend 500 on the art.
Do it for the cause.
And, there was another thing I think Jared was talking about. What was it? You guys were talking about the limited run games, and you were talking about Scott Pilgrim. And when you said that, me and David were like, we know exactly how you feel.
Yeah. So I actually finally got it. So
what? You got yours?
Where did we put it?
So I didn't order the collector's one. That was I just went standard. So I got mine a while ago. He ordered the whole thing.
Yeah, I got
that. Yeah, me too.
He just got it.
Yeah, I just got it. I thought it was behind me. But
okay, well,
it's on the table.
Oh, it's on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm jealous because we still didn't get it.
Wow.
I don't know.
Columbus is closer. Where's the headquarters? I guess they shipped it to Columbus first.
Maybe.
New York is way.
Well,
apparently
just tell me.
Like you.
No, I harassed them on Instagram. I hope no one from Limited Run is watching this, but I literally messaged them 10 times for a period of 2 weeks, just constantly.
He Karen them for sure.
I was so annoyed.
May I speak to your manager, please?
I was really annoyed. I'm like, they're probably gonna block me.
Well, now we know what we have to do, me and David. It's gonna be Karen 2 and number 3 over here now.
Yeah. I got it kind of annoyed. So
okay, so just tell us: is the box as cool?
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
yes. And what comes inside is really cool. You get a poster, a sticker pack, the soundtrack, which is really awesome because the soundtrack's great. And I mean, you love them. So I can't remember who said on the podcast we watched it was one of your favorite movies. But,
he actually has a Scott Pilgrim tattoo.
Yeah. Okay, well, the game's amazing and the soundtrack's awesome, so totally worth the pickup. And
hopefully they fix the online though. I know we try to play online. Yeah, and it was just, he was like, dude, I'm at a different part of the level, and I'm like, my game's frozen, so hopefully they fix that because it'd be fun to play online. If,
that's pretty much the whole point of that. That's the best part of that game anyway.
That's all I play.
Friends, Oh man, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I hope you'll get it in the next week. I bet. For sure.
Even I'll be honest, even the standard edition was real sweet. It came with some extra stuff too, and. So that was at the beginning of the pandemic. We were playing. My wife and I were playing the digital one a lot, and it's hard too. I mean, we were.
It's a complex beat 'em up. That's why there's a lot to it. So
yeah.
So what kind of game is it? What kind of game is the game?
It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up game. Yeah.
Oh shit! Nice.
Man. I'm jealous now.
Interesting.
So how do you? So this is random but related, I guess. How do you feel about video game movies?
Man, I'll take this one.
Yeah, go for it. On this.
Do it.
I mean, it's hit or miss. I love it though because if you get it right, it's awesome. If you get it wrong, it sucks. Yeah. But this is Hollywood. 5 years from now, they're remaking it again and trying it again. So. To me, I just before I was coming here, we were talking about Idris Elba being casted as Knuckles in Sonic 2, and I'm so stoked for it.
Yeah, we are too.
And so I think he's gonna. I think that was a great casting.
Yeah, Sonic was great.
Sonic was amazing.
Actually,
Sonic was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that was the last movie we saw just before COVID hit. Like,
right?
We saw Sonic in theaters, and then boom, society shut down. So that movie, they got it right. But there's movies out there, video game movies that.
Well, I mean, what about the new Mortal Kombat? Where you guys?
I was just about to say that. Like, you can't please everybody, especially like hardcore video game fans.
Yeah.
Because I thought the Mortal Kombat, I thought it was freaking awesome.
I thought it was awesome too. Eric and I both loved it.
Yeah, because like it was actually Mortal Kombat, but then people were complaining, "Where's the tournament? What happened?" No, but it's
I mean, it was. People have to understand.
While we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
I could see Worm didn't like it. So
no, I actually loved it, but people have to
you did not love it.
I had little gripes. It was a good movie all around, but my gripe was
David
how they got their powers.
Why he bullshitting?
My gripe was how they got their powers. I don't like when people complain about the tournament thing though, because people have to understand that it was a build up for the next movie. Like
there's another movie coming. Come on.
No, they're planning a trilogy, so I mean they have to get to the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, we got fatalities. Damn it! It wasn't PG-13.
It was amazing. I will say, I'm gonna throw you on blast, Jared. When we left the theater, Jared. First reaction was like, "Suck, dude, it sucked."
I don't remember.
Wow!
I'm not making this up. I
Throw
swear.
him right under the bus.
And
boom,
so
roasted. Roasted.
But then he called me the next day, and he's like, "All right, dude, that movie was amazing." I think
I rewatched it on HBO or whatever. Like I watched it twice in one day.
And to me, I'm like Scorpion is my favorite, and so to me, the casting they did for Scorpion was incredible.
Perfect, spot on.
Yeah. I don't remember the actor's name, but he was in Last Samurai, and that's one of my favorite movies too. And so, he was great in it, and he was perfect as Scorpion. I loved the whole thing about it.
Sub-Zero was perfect too. That dude from Raid, he's freaking awesome.
He did a great job.
So, how'd you guys feel about Cole, the new character, and his whole backstory with Scorpion?
That was actually one thing. Even though when we left the movie, you were originally put off by it. You liked the idea of Cole.
I mean, you have to create a new generation character for kids watching Mortal Kombat, and also it's a business still. You have to sell action figures and toys, and I mean they've been going hard with Mortal Kombat figures, so of course you want to make a new character. I mean, that's just logical.
I also tried to think of it because I wasn't too thrilled about that one either, but I tried to put it as, all right, they needed somebody to help tell the story, like in the movie, like to learn about everything, so that we can learn about everything.
I mean, like that was like my only gripe. Like I guess Cole was maybe too much of the movie, but then like I was with it because it's like it kind of made sense the way they wrote it in. So I'm just glad he wasn't like he became Johnny Cage or something, or he became like Scorpion or. I think I know. They handled it well.
I know, like Worm's gripe was, and I get it. His character development was kind of like shortcutted. Kind of, it was very generic and kind of like typical,
very cookie cutter like type of kind of like
it was very bland compared to what they could have done. But at the same time, I do understand that they have a lot of characters to work with. So there's only so much character development you could give him.
But bro, we getting Johnny Cage next. Let's go.
I
that is my guy. That's my guy.
Me too.
And T-Bud, to your point, I went into it like just give me fatalities and I'm good. I'm not going for like best picture here. I just want sweet looking fatalities.
Yeah, the fight scenes were great.
Oh,
it was entertaining. It was funny scenes
man.
too.
When Jax gets his arms ripped off. When Sub-Zero rips Jack's arms off, I was like, "Oh my god, here we go! Like we are here today."
I love how they used the original fatalities too. Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
And they used that Kung Lao fatality. I forgot what Mortal Kombat was. It was like maybe one or two Mortal Kombat ago with the razor blade. Ooh, that was nasty. So awesome.
And so how about like old movies like Super Mario Bros?
I mean, does anyone like Super Mario Bros?
I mean,
I thought
I own it.
It was all right, but
I saw it more than once, so something must have been okay about it.
Then
it wasn't too bad.
We just love Mario.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys can attest to it because we were all kids at the time. it was just one of those things where we probably watched it a lot and we didn't know any better, and it just kind of has a weird special place in all our hearts.
I personally like the special effects of that era better, the animatronic stuff, as much as live action things they can use. And that's, like you look at like the Mandalorian and stuff, what they're doing, they're trying to recreate that by using a lot more real things and less CGI. So to me, just that era, I like better. If you would have asked me this question probably 10, 15 years ago, I would have been the biggest hater on Super Mario Bros.
Me too, same thing.
But it seems like a cultural shift now, where now that we're a little bit older, that I hear a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a great movie.
But Dennis Hopper was Bowser. Come on. Damn.
So I try to approach it like they're not. It's not. It's not a direct recreation of Mario. It's an interpretation of it. And I don't know, it's cheesy, it's fun, it's entertaining,
It's also kind of meant for kids too. Like,
they kind of went that weird they really went like a cyberpunk route and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was really out there.
So, but they're making a new Super Mario movie, like an animated one now. So
that'll be cool.
I'm kind of the guys who did what are those little yellow
DreamWorks, right?
The Minions.
The Minions. DreamWorks.
It's DreamWorks, I think.
If we got it wrong, drop something in the comments.
I think it's DreamWorks. You know what? I'm pretty confident it's DreamWorks.
I think it is too.
Is it Imagination or?
They're DreamWorks Imagination.
No, it is.
At the end of the day, Disney probably owns it.
Yeah, Disney owns it.
Oh, Illumination.
Illumination.
Illumination. There we go. They're making this Super Mario animated movie, like the same 3D animation style. So I'm kind of, to me, that's obviously. Yeah, that's gonna be, and that's gonna be more like the Mario that we're used to seeing. But I don't know. Now I'm a fan of the Mario Brothers movie. When I watch it, it just brings back a lot of good memories.
Yeah, you have that nostalgic kind of connection to it. At least that's why you love it.
Yeah. So, you know what? Also like another movie that everybody hated on, but I kind of like, Street Fighter.
I was thinking about it earlier.
That was a freaking good video game movie. If you think about the video game,
I wouldn't say good.
It was good. I think it was good.
Good.
We're talking about the.
I like.
Because I haven't seen like that new one they did.
No. Would I choose Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile, who he's Belgian and Guile is American? No, but. At the time, Jean-Claude Van Damme was like, before
he party hard.
To me, it was funny good.
Yeah.
Not like serious good.
Yeah. Like it wasn't badass as it should have been, because Street Fighter is like one of the best fighting games, but
but that was kind of like the time period back then. A lot of movies were that cheesiness, and
I agree.
It's just. You watch it and you're like, this might have been dumb, but I don't know. I feel good when I watch it. It's a lot of good memories. So
I like that movie. But video game movies get a bad rap for sure.
And shout out to I know you. I don't think you guys are big Pokemon fans, but
Detective Pikachu was amazing.
Still really
Okay.
Detective Pikachu was awesome.
I freaking love Detective Pikachu.
I cried in that movie for real. Like I saw it, I'm like, this is everything I thought live action Pokemon movie would be. It was amazing.
And they brought Mewtwo in it too. I wasn't sure where it was going to go. Pokemon has expanded so much that I don't even know. You could throw something in front of me and say it's a Pokemon and I would believe you, and it's not. So, but to me, the fact that they stuck with a lot of the original 150, and everything, and
that's why I remember I liked it. Because I don't know any of the second, third, fourth, fifth generation. Like all of the double, like I don't know, those are ridiculous. But the classic 150, fucking beautiful. That was awesome.
And then they also did stick a couple other second gen, third gen stuff in there, but they did it like nice and steadily. It wasn't too crazy.
Yeah.
I still got most of them, but our one of our friends who's the Pokemon guy, I play occasionally Pokemon Go with him, and I'm like, I don't know who any of these
for real
people are, man. I'm like, is that a pile of garbage. Like there's a Pokemon that's like a literal pile of garbage.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
I'm like, they're just running out of ideas now.
Yeah, they really are.
And like they like sometimes like they combine the Pokemons together. Like
Yeah,
it could be a Venusaur and something else together. I'm like, wait, what the hell? Like,
yeah, they start breeding the Pokemon, and like it's getting a little out of control. But the first original Pokemon 150, yeah, that's kind of what we grew up
absolutely.
So
recognize.
So fun fact: me and David used to be in the Pokemon League when we were kids.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, we used to participate. The Toys R Us.
Actually.
Yeah, and I still have all my badges.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish we still had them.
Yeah, our mom cleaned house. So actually in our second video, we talk about this. I had a first edition holographic Charizard that while we were visiting family in California, we stopped at a toy store, picked up some boosters, and I pulled one. And of course, my brother had a temper tantrum because I got one and he didn't. So my dad had to buy him like 10 more booster packs to keep things fair. And you know, he got trash can, Pokemon. Yeah. And yeah, I had that in our collection. And one day after school, we get home and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, where's our binder of Pokemon cards?" And she's like, "Oh, I took that to the secondhand store and sold them all for $20." 20 bucks.
Don't worry. I also had a first edition Charizard. That same type of thing happened, so I feel
that's the Charizard that Jake Paul wore, right? At the
Logan Paul. Yes, yep. That was hilarious too.
I remember I found one when we went to one of the tournaments when I went with y'all. I remember I found one garbage looking one on the floor. I kept it and I used it in the tournaments.
Oh my gosh.
Those tournaments got ruthless too. I got hustled once at the tournament. Someone hustled me to trade that Charizard I had for a non-hollow Blastoise for some reason. And I don't know why I agreed to it. I'm not a Blastoise fan whatsoever. But the kid convinced me. And fortunately our dad was there with us, and my dad is like Karen 5.0, and so he found the kid after he heard that and knew it was a bad deal, and found the kid and was like, "Hey, we're untrading this, give the Charizard back." So
it's good to be Carl.
Yeah,
Carl.
Yeah,
so same deal. My mom would come for that same.
Yeah.
Your mom was a badass. I'm not messing with your mom, bro.
Yeah.
And she's not even like a Karen. She's like the dopest, but I'm not messing with your mom, bro.
She's not a Karen. She's like a Rambo. That's what she.
No, yeah. No, she's like freaking Ellen Ripley, bro.
Yeah, my mom would just be like, "Well, you shouldn't have been stupid."
Oh, my dad was like,
he got lectured afterwards.
My dad was like, "I put too much money into this game for you guys to make bad deals." Our parents were
just as invested, especially financially.
When my mom sold the cards, my dad was furious about it. He was so mad. He was just as mad as we were. So yeah, that was an uncomfortable family moment for us. But yeah, those tournaments are sweet. I mean, we used to go to Toys R Us and
that's where it was. That's where the thing was.
And that's back in the day where we're showing our age, when you can get a pack of Pokemon cards for $3.99 and not the $8, $10 it is.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Damn, we are really nerdy over 30. God damn.
Yeah.
Woo! Good times.
Good
times.
So you guys also in the video, you guys brought up Jay and Silent Bob and Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Huge fans of Kevin Smith.
But did you guys get to interview?
Yeah, we saw a photo with Jay.
So I went over there. I just decided. Sorry. I was like I've been having like rough times at work. I'm like kind of just in like a bummy mood. So on my day off, I was like, screw it. I'm taking the train to New Jersey. I'm gonna film the whole thing,
which is like 2 hours.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm just gonna take this journey. I'm going to video record the whole thing. Never been there. Always wanted to go there. Yeah. And I know they're filming Clerks 3 right now. So I was like, well, they're filming Clerks 3 out there. You never know. So I get there, and it's Brian from Comic Book Men.
I love comic book.
Big fan. Yeah. He actually runs the shop. So as soon as I walk in, Brian's there. Asked him if I can film. He was cool, yada, yada. And the other girl that works there, she's like, yeah, you can film if you're cool with Jay Twitch streaming in the back. I'm like, Jay, Twitch streaming back. He's in the back with a whole Twitch streaming setup. Twitch streaming. What was it? He was playing Fortnite.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, what is going on? So yeah, so Jay was there, and then they have if you guys listen to the podcast, if you listen to the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast, you guys ever heard that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Is that within Practical Jokers?
Yeah. So that's with Brian and Walt from Comic Book Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And and Tim from Impactful Jokers, and they have a little store in the back for the podcast, and that's where they film the podcast. So when I was there, Walt was there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was cool. So I got to sit down with Walt and interview Walt and some stuff. So I have all that footage. Hopefully that's all coming out soon.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Man. I love Comic Book Man. I've spent hours just binging the episodes. So
yeah, and it was cool because that's another one of the podcasts that inspired me to do a podcast too. So
yeah,
definitely cool. And Walt was super cool. I was like, hey, can I ask you some questions? He was like, yeah, set up the camera. He brought me to the back where they filmed the podcast, and we sat at the table and stuff. So he was definitely a really cool guy. So shout out to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. It was
yeah.
And then I definitely spent money that I didn't need to spend there too, because I have every
I bet everything
Jay and Silent Bob thing, like even to the point like where is it? Like I bought unnecessary things.
Oh, I'm stoked now, guys.
Huh.
I'm leaning in for this one.
Anticipation.
Yeah.
What should be like a pen?
Yeah. A sticker.
Well, I did. This was like the Tell 'em Steve Dave patch, but like they had.
Oh, that's sick.
So like they even had stuff like if people are watching and fans of the movie, I'm sure you guys are fans. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Remember when they talked to Tracy Morgan about and then they talk about them being in like the Weed Dealers Union and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So the pack.
They actually had.
Oh, that's so cool.
Their
ID.
they actually had their union cards that you can buy.
That's so
That's
sick.
hilarious.
So that was cool. They had I got like a film cell from Chasing Amy, and it comes with like a certificate of authenticity.
Underrated Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
That was like actually
that was his first. That was his first, right? Chasing Amy.
That was his third.
No, yes, it was Clerks, Mallrats,
Clerks.
Chasing Amy. Yeah.
Okay.
Full certificate of authenticity, and then they even they had everything you can think of there. Like they even had his from the movie Dogma, the lighter.
Dogma is my favorite out of the
Dogma is so awesome.
universe.
Yeah,
way ahead of its time too. Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to watch that again.
Yeah, so it's crazy that
I think I'm gonna do it.
And that shirt that you're wearing.
Yeah, the shirt. They had everything.
Exactly.
They had everything signed, like because Kevin Smith sends everything signed, so you can leave with signed prints, a signed hockey mask, like so much stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, you
That's
can.
awesome.
Kevin Smith is crazy, bro.
You can definitely.
How much times did we message him already?
Oh yeah. I've gone a little crazy trying to get Kevin Smith to be on.
I think I emailed him like 5 times.
Hey, man, you gotta shoot your shot.
Fuck.
He's pretty active and engaging with his fans too. So
Yeah.
I mean, just keep going. And
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And you know what? It's honestly worked. I've just cold messaged so many random people, and you'd be surprised how many people actually message back. It's quite shocking.
Yeah, I was actually listening to Riff Squadcast today, and he was talking about when they first started that he would message everyone and ask, "Do you want to collab?" And it really just comes down to grinding.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do that.
Grind, and I've learned that. I'm like, hey, you send out 20 messages, at least one person's bound to message you back.
Yep.
Yeah. If you do get him on or meet him in person for something that's planned, let me know. I will send you my copy of Jay and Silent Bob's Mall Brawl. And if you could sign it, that would be.
Oh man, yeah. I was jealous of that too. I did miss that release for limited run, just like you.
I got it. I got the J yellow cart for NES.
Yeah.
Actually, you can grab it. Don't knock anything though.
Oh wow.
Of the glare. We're back.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Crazy.
He's got it in like a little protected case. So.
Be careful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So Eric, I know you said that you're also into Star Wars. I wasn't really aware you were that into Star Wars. So.
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and it's something too that one of the hobbies I can share with my wife too. But we're currently, I'm talking like huge into it, like even watching all like the animated shows, and thank you for Disney Plus for having all of that there. It's probably, honestly, I think Star Wars is the only reason I have a Disney Plus subscription right now.
Feel the same way.
So, but yeah, we're watching the Bad Batch right now. We just finished up all of Clone Wars. We're watching Rebels. We're kind of midway through Rebels right now too, but I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. My favorite Xbox game of all time, and probably top 3 video games of all time, is Knights of the Old Republic. So Revan is favorite Star Wars character ever. So if I had to pick second and third, I'd probably say Grievous and Cad Bane.
Oh man, you got some really like not the typical Star Wars character picks. That's good.
Yeah. Honestly, I want a live action Cad Bane so bad, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, and I'm not sure where. I mean, he's in Bad Batch right now, which is great, and I'm super excited for.
You never know what they're developing, though. Yeah, I mean,
exactly. Dave Filoni is a genius in my mind, and he
saved Star Wars, especially after that last trilogy.
Yeah,
the brand just being completely demolished.
Yeah,
he kind of brought it back up from the ashes.
Let me ask you this though, because I know the the trilogy involving Rey, it sparks a lot of passion in fans. We'll just say that on one side or the other. I'm always curious to hear what other people think about it. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I am very biased towards Rey, so I will go with Daisy Ridley till the end of the earth.
Yeah.
So. I will take that to the bank. Give me more Rey movies.
For me, it was that's such a touchy subject for me. So Force Awakens, I think, was like on a good route.
Yeah.
And then they took the next movie and just kind of said, all right, we're just going to like erase everything that just happened from this movie.
Yeah.
And then the last movie was them just kind of trying to fix everything from the second movie. So it's just, it was just so hard. It was so hard because I wanted it to be this, this big thing. I was like, Disney's the perfect home for Star Wars, and these movies are going to be amazing. And then it did let me down. But thank God for the Mandalorian.
Thank God for the Mandalorian. Yeah. Like I said, it saved the Star Wars franchise.
I just really think they had horrible pitch meetings in the new trilogy.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Because like it was like it's crazy when it's like Force Awakens, right? And then the Last Jedi. I mean, I don't know. I find them all to be good, but I mean, yeah, they're all like kind of like the writing was just like.
I think too, they brought on a bunch of people to make these movies who don't care about Star Wars, weren't big fans of Star Wars. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, I mean, they're diehard Star Wars fans. To them, this is a dream come true to make
and work with Lucas.
Yeah, so I mean, I think they're trying to pay homage and respect to George Lucas and the original movies that we all grew up loving. So I know for us and our channel, one thing we're doing to incorporate our love for Star Wars, our friend Chad, who's going to be one of our friends featured on the show live, we're paying homage to kind of those 90s TV shows where there's that one character you never see their face. So I think of like Home Improvement and like
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, the neighbor. You just see like half his face above the fence. And
crazy.
Yeah. And so we're gonna do that with Chad, where he has a Black Series Boba Fett helmet. He's got a whole Black Series helmet collection going. Yeah. So he might switch it up, but Boba Fett's his favorite Star Wars character. So every episode he's going to have this Boba Fett helmet on, and actually the pandemic kind of works out because masks are normalized now. Yep. So when we go out in public, people aren't going to think we're like trying to rob them or we're crazy. It's
if
like
you robbed the place with a Boba Fett helmet, though, you would make the news.
I mean,
that would be all over.
So we were actually our last episode with a guest that we did with Steve Sansweet from Lucasfilm and Rancho Obi-Wan and stuff. And Steve Sansweet was telling us, because we actually made a joke about somebody robbing dressed as Darth Vader, and he's like, no, that actually happened twice. And I did look it up. There was somebody in New York who robbed a bank dressed like Darth Vader.
Only in New York, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Jared actually has a Star Wars Kenner toy collection.
I'm big into like the old like original trilogy, the 70s and 80s like toys. So and Kenner specifically just because easy access.
Don't show Gabbo that.
Wow.
What's up, Gobbo? Yo, Gobbo, come rob this from Jared dressed as Darth Vader.
Wow. And you have the vinyl cape and the lightsaber, the two pieces that are always missing.
Always missing. But yeah, I'm big into like Kenner toys just because of the Ohio affiliation. I always thought it was really cool that they were based in Cincinnati and their like HQ is in the Kroger building.
Yeah.
And I think that's like really awesome. And they created these iconic toys with an iconic franchise.
Yeah.
That has a whole nother crazy story, how nobody else really wanted to pick them up, and then Kenner did.
Yeah.
And then everyone else was probably feeling really dumb after that.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the. I know. Whoops.
Did you just lose?
Oh.
No one saw that, so I'll let you put that back together.
I just have to do the cleanup.
No, aren't there some Kenner Boba Fett's that are really rare and expensive?
There are actually. Back to Steve Sansweet. He has both rocket firing Boba Fett's. He has
that's the one.
He has the actual one, and then he has the prototype unpainted one.
Okay.
And then I think there was two different ways the bullet shot out, and he has those two. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
And that was why they originally got pulled, right? Because of the way the rocket shot out. Yeah.
Someone was it the Toys That Made Us? Or
yeah, they did an episode on that on Netflix. Yep.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Yeah, when he was showing us and telling us about some of the stuff he has in that collection, we were just drooling because he has everything you can possibly think in my collection.
Oh my god.
Oh man, so I definitely got to send Jared some Kid Robot stuff, and I got to send Eric some 501st stuff.
I would love that, man.
Yeah, man, I sent you a bunch of like 501st patches and all sorts of fun stuff you can't get.
I'd also someday I said I would like to get some armor and try to join the 501st because they come to the anime conventions too. So
man, I'm trying to think of what your local garrison is over there because every state has their own chapter.
Yeah.
There's the Empire City Garrison, well, dude, whatever you want, let me know because I know so many people and I can get you good prices.
Let me ask you this: light side or dark side?
Oh, dark side all the way. That's why I'm 501st. Bad guys all the way. Bad guys doing good, as we like to say in the fight. But no, man. Yeah, it's definitely. I've always just been attracted. Like my first costume I ever made was a stormtrooper, and I sold half of my Kid Robot collection to buy to make my stormtrooper. But yeah, dude, that costume's just. I think it's one of the coolest costumes ever. The stormtrooper.
100%. Plus, stormtroopers doing stuff is like the funniest thing.
Yeah,
like
stormtroopers
normalizing stormtroopers.
Yeah. We were in. Have you ever seen? On Spike, they always play the Star Wars movies during Christmas, and and they have that commercial that they play with the stormtroopers dancing and stuff like that. You ever seen that?
Oh yeah. I don't think I've seen that.
Like it's like a Christmas commercial wearing like Santa hats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of the stormtroopers in that commercial dancing.
Really?
Yeah. The cool thing about being in the 501st in New York, you get a lot of weird, crazy opportunities. So I've been like Cartoon Network commercials, Good Morning America.
That's awesome
stuff, man. Yeah. I got to meet Daisy Ridley, T-Bud. So yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's been a crazy roller coaster with that. But yeah, if you ever want to join, let me know. We're always looking to recruit new people.
Hey, you had me on dark side, so.
So
what's gonna be like for your next episode? What are you guys? Can we get a sneak peek?
Yeah. So definitely, it's based off part 2 of the pickups for the Southeast Game Exchange. We're focusing more on kind of the gifts that were kind of given and received at the convention. So that's kind of a different aspect, and that's just like buying stuff.
Yeah.
And Actually, for Star Wars fans, there's a really cool Star Wars segment. So.
Yeah, seriously, he killed the edit. I did some B-roll at our friend's Star Wars collection. So, and Jared put together a nice little Star Wars tribute. So if you're a big Star Wars fan, tune in to the episode on Friday. And if you've ever watched the channel Gaming Off the Grid, tune in as well. Yeah. There you'll see a little footage of them in the video on Friday too. So
yeah, man, I think it's cool how you guys like. It's cool since you guys are already collecting. It seems like you guys are like, you know, the gaming community again. Like I said, is such a nice community. Like you guys already have so many friends within the gaming community. For this, like you already like you've had your friend come over and he did the tour interview with you, and you're doing the podcast now. So it's crazy. It's cool how you guys are doing all this stuff already.
It's a great community. Like I've never been part of a group of people that have been so like accepting and ready to help. Like I don't know, being a hip hop artist, like in the hip hop world, everyone's so competitive and like it's really hard to collaborate because everyone's very kind of in their own groups and crews and whatnot. So this is so refreshing.
Yeah, and to us, you know, when we left Southeast Game Exchange, that convention really changed, I think, our lives. A lot of the YouTubers we met there would say the same thing, but you know, we went into it not really expecting much. We thought when we met a lot of these people, you know, they were going to be at tables or booths or something. It was going to be like, hey, nice to meet you, you know, get a quick photo for Instagram and that's it. I mean, everyone's hunting together and, you know, in the wild trying to grab stuff. And we left with friendships, and I didn't really expect that. And like I said, a lot of these guys were texting with every single day, chatting, and Riff and Gabo have become really good friends with us, and Retro Wolf and everyone. So it's open doors.
Too,
yeah, so. Now you guys do. It's open doors for us, and
you can insert the sentimental, sensitive music right there.
So to me, it's the best part about being a collector and gamer is everyone else in the community, and that to us, if there's anything we can get out of our channel, at the end of the day, viewers, subscribers, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the connections, and that's why we wanted to do the channel, was to meet people. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
We mentioned it earlier about Pixel Game Squad, but we were talking before we recorded. I don't know if you guys can mention the story again. It was cool how you guys winded up bumping into Riff.
Yeah, I can definitely. My wife and I got to the convention before Jared and Andrea. They were stuck in traffic, and this is in Greenville, South Carolina. And we get to the hotel, get to the Hilton, and that was just the block rate hotel. I honestly didn't think the YouTubers were staying there. I thought they were maybe somewhere else, at least at the anime conventions.
They generally
hook up the voice actors with a different hotel than the rest of us. So but yeah, we're in the elevator just heading up to our room. We have all our suitcases with us and everything, and the elevator door opens up to our floor, and there's literally Riff and Gabo holding the elevator door for us. And my wife, she's a little more cool than I am. I kind of froze a little bit and got nervous, because I'm like, this is the reason why we're here, is to meet Riff and Gabo. And we just got in. I just drove 8 hours. I'm exhausted. And there they are. There's Riff, like, you know, smiling and being his goofy self and everything. And Gabo's in the background talking about Street Fighter with someone. And
while this is going on, Eric like calls me, and my girlfriend and I are just stuck in this huge traffic jam. I've been sitting in traffic for like 2 hours on the freeway, just pissed off and hungry. And he's like, hey, we just got to the hotel. We're already meeting people and life's great. And I'm just like, so frustrated.
Damn it.
And Riff said when we got off the elevator, Riff was like, hey man, if you guys know anyone who wants to play Gabo at Street Fighter, you know, let us know. And I'm terrible at Street Fighter, so I literally, we dropped our stuff off, and there was a Target nearby. We drove to Target, and I bought Street Fighter, the 30th anniversary collection for Switch, and I started training. And so Gabo and I have this little bet going. I think next year we're gonna go 1v1 in Street Fighter and see who wins. I know I'm gonna lose because he beat every single YouTuber in Street Fighter that weekend. Everyone decimated people.
Well,
so
you guys definitely have to film that because now I definitely
I think I want in on this.
I trust you, man. Honestly, you want to sub in for me.
He's actually very good at Street Fighter, so that would be quite interesting.
Yeah, man, we could get like our little big three going against Gabo.
So it's crazy. Yeah, like again, like it was funny because I mentioned this during Gabo's episode. We were at work, me and David worked together, and I was just cold messaging a bunch of people, cold message Pixel Game Squad and Gabo, and he tells me, David, hey, you got a message back from somebody on the Nerdy page. I was like, oh, cool. And I saw it was Gabo, and like you can ask David. I turned into like a big like child at work.
Oh my god!
I was like, hey, I was starting to
happiness.
Say, yeah,
you're happy now.
Yeah. I was trying to say Gabo catchphrases all day, and David was like, all right, well, you can't do this when we film the podcast, right?
Gotta keep cool. Sure, like you've been here before.
But yeah, just like you said, it was cool. Like when we met them, like they're all so down to earth, and it was cool what you were telling me, how like you've become really close with them, and he's even helped you out and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a crazy community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a close-knit community, man. Everyone's awesome. Everyone we've met so far. It feels like we've all grown up together, and we've
all had similar childhoods. So I think we kind of have grown up each other because it's similar experiences, you know.
Yeah, man, it was crazy talking to you guys now. Like I'm like, oh wow, like it's all the same stories. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But so crazy.
So what message would you have for our listeners, or anybody getting into the gaming community, anybody that wants to try collecting games,
or anybody who wants to try and start a YouTube channel like how you guys did, and just
you take YouTube, I'll take collecting.
Yeah, because I wish we could show this room off better, but he definitely has the collecting part handled.
So I guess my message to listeners trying to get into collecting, don't be like me, stick with one kind of niche and thing at first, and try to get everything in the wild as much as you can. It's way more fun and enjoyable than just going on eBay. Truly, like kind of going to flea markets and thrift stores and finding deals is a way more fulfillment for your wallet and for like yourself too. And just have fun. Like nothing against resellers, but like I'm not a reseller by any means. I like collect because I love having a collection, something I can pass down, or and also this kind of grows value, so it is an investment in the sense too. So if you view it as a family heirloom or whatever, it's something you can pass down to your family. So yeah, go hunting, stay off eBay. You don't need eBay.
Yeah, and make sure to add your collection to your renter's insurance.
Renter's insurance,
policy.
yes. My final message is get renter's insurance or home insurance on your entire collection.
So you heard it, David. You heard it here, David.
Yeah,
because you have tons of money sitting in your house.
Yes.
When he built this collection, that was my advice to him. Hey, have you called your insurance company? And Jared was like, oh, it's covered already. I got renter's insurance. I'm like, you should probably call them. And he did. And they're like,
yeah, it wasn't covered. Somebody did. So
his collection is so valuable that it went above what they normally cover in their kind of base policy. So definitely recommend that. For me, covering YouTube, starting a channel, for starters, get ready to, it's going to be your second job.
Yeah.
For some people, it's their first job and they're lucky. But for the rest of us, we work, we have other lives going on. But it is a second job. But, you want to prioritize it. But there's other things going on in your life, too, that are important. Family, your friends, partners as well. You want to make sure that you're not neglecting those other aspects of your life, your kids. And everything, they are a priority and they matter as well. But YouTube is work. It's, it's not one of those things where you can upload a video and just kind of let it sit there and walk away and everything. You gotta engage with your subscribers, engage with the community, email people to get on your show 5 times a day and everything. It's seriously another job. I would recommend though, if you can, don't go in it alone. If
it takes a team. It makes it so much easier. Each person has a job, a skill set, and
go if you can, go in it with friends, go in with people you're comfortable with, that you know. I mean, my brother and I have known each other the longest out of anyone. We fight, we argue. But,
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Unless you met someone within those 24 minutes that, you know.
Right. You know what? I guess I technically met the doctor before. So there you go.
So, you know, it makes it easier though if you know each other very well, because you'll look past those arguments and you know, get over things quickly and everything. But also have fun with it as well. I know there's some people out there say you can't have fun with YouTube. It's work, work, work essentially. But our thing was, we want to find the healthy balance of work and fun doing the channel. And the second it doesn't become fun, I don't think I want to do it anymore. And so make sure you're having fun with it and enjoying it. And for us, these are our passions. You know, we're just documenting it. We honestly spent the last year talking about doing a YouTube channel, never doing a YouTube channel, but still spending tons of money hunting and collecting and buying games and toys and all kinds of stuff. And I wish we started a year ago, because I'm like, man, we could have documented all this and got episodes and started.
But hey, it's never too late. We started now, and that's all that matters. So.
Yeah.
So no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
It was the same thing here. We talked about it for a long time. So I guess that is another good message.
Yeah.
If you guys want to start something, anybody out there, just do it. That's the hardest part, doing it. And when you start, it's easy. Like, well, it's not easy, but it makes things a lot easier from there, because you're like, all right, the hard part's done. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, hit that record button and put something together and hit upload.
Yeah,
start from there.
I think a lot of people think going into a YouTube channel, you need a lot of expensive equipment. I'll be honest, at Southeast Game Exchange, a lot of the YouTubers we saw were filming on their smartphones, and every single person has one. I mean, everyone has a smartphone nowadays. So that's all you need. You can buy a cheap mic and a tripod, you know, handheld tripod real easily on Amazon or wherever. And I mean, you're pretty much good to go at that point.
Yeah. All you need is something to record. When we started the podcast, we bought $20 mics from Amazon, and then away we went. So you don't need fancy equipment. Man, so guys, this was amazing. It was super cool to finally talk to you guys.
Fun times.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will definitely have the links to all your guys' social media in the bottom. This episode also comes out the same day as their second video, so be sure, if you're watching this, to also go check out their video on the Retro Gaming Pandemic YouTube channel. So we'll have all the links to everything in the bottom. Please, for us, like, subscribe. Also go subscribe these guys. And thank you everybody for watching. Thank you guys. It was super cool to finally meet you guys and talk to you guys. I'm sure we're gonna keep talking after this, and
definitely
100%.
Gotta go to New York now.
Yeah, you guys should come to Columbus too. Columbus, I mean, Columbus is awesome. I love this city. We have a great community. So.
Hey, well, now that we know you guys have all that gaming stuff over there, we gotta come over.
Come on by.
Yeah, help yourself to anything in this game room.
And then do it. And then you guys probably have a lot of good garage sales and stuff like that over there. So I'm sure. But so thank you guys. Really appreciate it. To everyone out there, thank you guys for watching, and may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
Bye.